Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I just did a video driving from New Mexico to Colorado, and I forgot to change the game window to American Truck Simulator on my OBS, so all you will see was black. So I did a bit of a drive without you. I do apologise for that. Now we're back in here. We're actually in Moab, and we are driving to Colorado today for another drive to the new DLC. So we are in Utah currently. I was going to quickly pick a job now. But I'm so over myself that we actually that I actually forgot to record it. So I actually drove from down here in Santa Fe all the way up to Sterling, and I'm just regretting that one bit that I actually forgot to turn the recording on. So we're driving to obviously Colorado today. So we're gonna look for a Colorado job. We are gonna go to Burlington, Colorado. So that is a 541 mile drive, taking a wheel loader that weighs 34,000 pounds all the way down to Burlington. So that's going to be a very interesting drive. We go from Steel to Nabic, or A Steel to Nabic. So it's going to be a very interesting drive. So at least you can get some content. So we'll be driving, as soon as we hit the border, or we hit past the first town, or something like that, which is Grand Junction. We will be doing that. So anyway, we went and spawned in. Let's go ahead and select the job. We're doing a $34,000 job. $34,000 job, so it's about the same. So we'll see how our Western Star 49X does. But yeah, I'm very upset that it was the case that I didn't record it, because it was such a good game, a good video as well. And yeah, I've also set my sim dashboard to miles per hour as well, actually. I've actually found out how to do that. Because, I mean, I used to drive in kilometers all the time. So we have 1,600 miles, so we'll be hitting 2,000 miles today for sure. In the Western Star 49X. Because this is going to be the truck I'm going to use until another truck comes out. Because I believe there's only one more truck brand left for the game, which is Freightliner. I can't think of anything else apart from Freightliner that make trucks. But yeah, we'll see how we go. We'll just wait for the game to load. Yes, miles per hour all over the board. I can clear my trip because that's for my last thing too that I did. Okay, wait for it to load. So let's set my trip. There we go. Let's go pick up the trailer. Cold start of the bus.
Let's go.
There we go. Everything's coming to life, and we're good. Let's wait for oil pressure to build up. Away we go. Okay, let's go quickly pick up the...
Get ready to turn right.
Let's go
turn right.
Right, got a stop sign. Yeah, but I'm very upset that was the case. So I do apologise if I sound like I feel like I'm repeating myself. But yeah, let's go ahead and... But it was such a good drive too. It's going to be a bit laggy, I do apologise. Because my computer's been lagging today at all times. There's nothing I can do about it. But then again, I can fix that when I upgrade my system.
Stay right, and then turn
right. I think
right.
it's to do with the camera that I'm using. I'm using the Chroma cam, which apparently is not supported for some reason. Might be because I have a driver or something like that. So hopefully I can fix that in the future next time we play ATS, as well as some other games as well. Because some other games when I'm recording about are a little bit laggy. But hey, we'll upgrade my computer, and then again I'll upgrade my computer. So yeah, I'll be talking about what the future is going to be for the town of Salem, sort of let's play that I'm doing, that I've done for the past year. Because I've got somewhat of an idea of what I want to do with that until I upgrade my PC as well. Lots of things I'll have to cancel out. Avalanche Steel, that's where we're picking it up from. So we're from Moab to Burlington.
You have arrived at your destination.
Let's go pick up this trailer.
Your route guidance is now finished.
Alright, so we're taking this big heavy loader behind this trailer, just behind this truck, and we'll see how we go. So I'll have a... Yeah, so when we're on the road, we were talking about Town of Salem, but what I'm going to do with that, some YouTube views, as well. I was going to tell you a little bit of a story of what happened to me this past week. Well, not me, my neighbours this past week, and how I found it a little bit funny. That happened. I don't know why I laughed at it. I don't know why I laughed at it at all. Is this the trailer I'm taking? No, it's this trailer I'm taking. Right, let's go pick up this trailer, and then we're on our way out from Moab to Burlington, Colorado. So it's going to be a nice drive. So let's go pick up this trailer. There we go. Perfect. If you wonder what I was looking at, I was looking at the right mirror.
Time to hit the road.
Right. Time to hit the road. Let's go. See, first tongue test. We're good. Away we go. Turn the hazards off when we leave the building. We left the not building, the site. Okay, so £34,000 trailer to Colorado, and yes, we have filled up the truck. Okay, let's turn it to hazards now because we're off now. I keep pressing the wrong button. I keep pressing B, thinking it's actually opposite 2, but it's not. The B usually is the hazards for opposite 2, but it's actually F on this game.
Get
So
ready to
we are
turn
going to
right.
head off now, so we're turning right. Let's get out of here. Let's
Turn
see
right.
how well the Western Star 49X does towing a trailer to towing a £34,000 female also still well. Felt like you can't even feel it. Anyway, let's get on the road. So we're going to get onto the
ready to
motorway
turn
first
right.
before we start talking about stuff. We don't need fuel. We've got plenty of fuel. We've got about 1,000 kilometers left of fuel apparently. I think that's 1,000 miles actually, because I've got it set to miles per hour. Yeah, it's miles here. So 1,000 miles left of fuel. We've got plenty of
Turn
fuel.
right.
Stop sign. Okay, check if it's clear. After that truck it will be. Let's go. Start easing out and we're right. Nice and easy, nice and smooth movements of traffic. That's what I'm learning with my driving lessons. Away we go. Let's get up to 30 miles per hour. Okay, I wonder what that is there. I just teleported to Moab because I was going to do. I did say in the video yesterday, no, for Wednesday's video, not yesterday's video, because yesterday was pre-recorded. If you haven't seen it, okay, it's a recruitment agency. If you didn't see yesterday's video, we did a part of Town of Salem episode 100. I actually uploaded a highlight from episode 100. I'll be uploading highlights every Thursday. The next one will be the second game out of 9, so it'll be for the next 8 weeks, pretty much. After this week, will be 8 weeks left until we're all over. Because I figured why not do that? Because if you can't watch the whole of episode 100, they'll be split into a video. So I thought, why not? Let's do that. Right, let's head off. 45 miles an hour out of here. We're coming out of Moab.
Go
It's
straight.
very dark. I wish it wasn't very dark at all. I should have just slept, but it's alright. I could just sleep anyway, just make it bright again, but we'll see. We'll wait till we get to us. So we're leaving Moab. That guy is very close out of there. Alright, we're going 65, so we might as well stop getting ready to swim back and use it in a minute. But yeah, this truck is doing it so well with his trailer. But yeah, I'm very upset that didn't record. I'm not happy at all. But hey, there's also too a new I forgot to mention that because of the new DLC, there is a new world of trucks event called, I think it's called Colorado Cruises or Cruising Colorado. I call it California, but it's not California, it's Colorado. Cruising Colorado or something like that, where you have to do 13 jobs at least 100 miles, and which are at least 100 miles or 161 kilometers of drives. Well, what's happening here? What are you doing? Some of the AI has been noticed. Hey! I'm driving here. Oi! What's wrong with you, dude? I'm driving the wrong side of the road because of you. idiot. Where'd you get your license from? Bloody the post office? Jesus Christ. Anyway, back on the road. There we go. That was scary. I almost got ran over by that truck. We're off to Grand Junction now. Right, let's get on the motorway.
Turn right.
Okay, let go to the service station. Let's go. It's going like 20 up the hill. I can go faster than that, mate. My truck's got power. Oh, I forgot, Venus has a 700 horsepower engine, I believe, if I remember correctly. That's what I went for, because I'm on power. Every truck has power and torque. And yeah, let's go and see. Are we clear? Yeah, we are. Let's go to the speed. Obviously, for being a world truck job, we have to go 65 miles per hour. So let's get up to that now. There we go. Set the cruise to 65. Now we're on the road. We're gonna start talking about some things because there's a lot of things to do whilst you're driving. Instead of just drive, look at the road where you're going, and just have cruise control on and relax. So. First of all, I'm going to talk about how to set up videos. Now, in case you don't know, I've already mentioned it already, I am upgrading my PC because my computer's getting so old. So, what I'm planning to do beforehand for Town of Salem is I'm going to start doing single videos. I just bumped it because he almost ran me over. I'm going to start doing some single gameplays of Town of Salem from now on. I'm going to include the photo I've already done on my, I'm not going to take a photo when we cross the border because I've already took a good one. And that's going to be my thumbnail photo for ATS. So, yeah, that'll be up there. But, what was I talking about here? So I'm going to start doing single videos on Town of Salem, not multiple games, until my computer is upgraded to the latest and greatest things. And then I'll start making more edited content because my computer will be so much better to edit videos on. Because for now, it's okay. Like, for what it is, renders like a 20-minute video, like 25 minutes, which is not too bad. But I could get better, honestly, when I get a better CPU. I can probably edit it in like 5 minutes, probably. Render it in 5 minutes. Yeah, but, yeah. So that's my thinking, yeah. Hopefully we don't have to go to a way station. Trucks must say still right. Please don't tell me I have to. Dang it! Every time I do a drive, I have to go to the bloody way station. Every bloody time they get me.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Slow right down to 15 miles per hour. Oh, Jesus Christ. Stalled it. But yeah, we'll talk about it in a minute. We'll talk about it more in a minute. Did I seriously just decouple the damn truck?
Drive safe.
Okay,
here we go.
So our temperature's all about as good, 88 degrees Celsius. stopping for? Doesn't matter. I don't know why there's a stop sign there. But we're not going to be taking another photo. The photo that is used in the thumbnail was actually used in my last attempt on the recording. That was my drive from Santa Fe to the thing, to the name of the town already. So we are still driving to Colorado now, right now, because it's a very nighttime drive. I can't see lights, so we can go ahead and burn straight onto the freeway, stick that on the bloody calendar. I went 8 high, go down to bloody 6 high. Go down 2 years. And away we go. So back to talking to ourselves, so like I said, from now until my computer's fully upgraded to the latest part that I'm actually looking at getting, so like the last part of the upgrade. So I've already upgraded to an SSD from a hard drive. I've also upgraded the graphics card from a GTX 760 to a GTX 1070 Ti titanium. And now I'm doing the final piece of the puzzle, which is the CPU, motherboard, and RAM. And when I upgrade that bit, I'll be back to making more editing content. I like making more content because it's less stress on my computer as well. Because if I make edited content all the bloody time, it's going to be hard on my system and everything like that. Especially because my computer is in this grand junction. Especially the fact that my computer is 6 years old. Almost 6.5 years old actually. I've had it since July 2014, this computer. Well, this computer with the same specs, that is. I would say it's still the same computer, it's just got upgraded components. Okay, we are officially in Colorado, so as you saw, it's not very interesting coming into Colorado. Yeah, it's very disappointing to me out of that matter. Because it doesn't have the sign that says welcome to Colorado, so you wouldn't be 100% sure unless the speed signs change. But yeah. What else? So yeah. So from now on, all my videos aren't going to be edited because sometimes my computer, like, episode 100 took a day to render because I couldn't work out why. Because my computer kept lagging and crashing all the time. So I had to keep re-rendering and had to render each section into 3 parts. And then stitch it together and edit it that way. Because yes, I do edit my own videos, I don't have an editor to do that. That's one of the reasons why I upgraded this video. Upgraded this computer. I'll just take my headphones or something else I've talked. I might just turn the volume down actually, sorry guys, it's going to be very quiet. But yeah, so that's why I'm actually upgraded the system, because not only editing videos is a bit of a challenge with this computer, but also too, this PC is also getting old, and some stuff I used to be able to do is not being able to do anymore because of how old the system is. I mean, I've had it for 6 years. I usually upgrade a PC every 4 years, like I used to. I mean, my first computer, my Dell, which was my, the first computer I had was 3 years. I think I had it since 2003, and then I upgraded to my very first proper computer I remember having, which was a Dell Dimension 1100, and that was my very first computer. It had XP on it. I used to play lots of games with that, like SimCity and stuff like that. It's actually a pretty good computer for what it is. And I believe, yeah, and I also have a different computer technician for that because I actually upgraded the graphics card on that one as well. I stole the one that's from my mum's Dell Dimension 2400 computer. I stole that one. It still works on that one. Yeah, that was a very good. That was a good day though. Wow, it's white in here. Wow, it's very bright in there. Oh, wait. But yeah, so yeah, then I got my computer, which you see behind me, which is now currently 10 years old. Like, it's been built for 10 whole years. I mean, it's crazy to think that I've had that computer since Christmas 2010. Was it a good computer? Kind of. It wasn't as good as this computer. Like, I had a gigabyte P55 USB 3 motherboard, an i5 750, 4 gigs of RAM. It was like back in the day, that was actually pretty overpowered, but now it's not. Just like this computer here, it's no longer overpowered. On a computer, it's actually like within like 8GB DDR3 set of RAM, I believe it's a G-Skill memory, it's dual channel as well, which means I've got two memory sticks instead of lots of two 4 gig sticks compared to one. I've got a GTX 1070 Ti titanium graphics card, that's what I said before. 2TB main hard drive, 500GB SSD, which is my Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's not unbuckled, seriously. Good point. It's at 50 miles an hour. Look at this beautiful scenery. I've got a what was I talking about? A GTX 1070 Ti, 500GB SSD, main hard drive is 2TB, and I've also got, well, my motherboard is Asus H97M Plus. My power supply is 500 watts. My last one was 520 watts actually, and that's about it. And also a Samsung CD drive. And I'm just having a look to see if anything, and a Family Gear badge on the front of it, and then Tech X1T case. Now back to the menus. First of all, we're going to talk about YouTube views. That's what my computer's next, but all that too. I've spoken all about the Tesla videos. I'm going to be single episodes until this computer gets upgraded. Because also for me too, when I actually pre-record videos when I'm doing class, I wouldn't have to do that very soon though, because I've actually got 2 more weeks of my class. Actually, 3 more weeks of my class left. I've got 1 more week of my thing, which is actually news about myself. My game is now going to be part of the industry showcase sort of thing that they have going on. Making sure my microphone is on. There. My game is going to be part of the industry showcase thing, which is absolutely insane to think about. It's going to be part of the industry showcase invitation. Like, that is a big deal, especially if you're working if you're actually working in games and you wanted to show off to the industry what you've done. That is a huge deal. That really is a huge deal. Yeah. So, especially with that what's 4 rocks. Okay, but yeah. That is a huge deal for me personally, because that goes to show that I've made the game look brilliant. Because I am an artist, by the way. I actually did all the artwork. Well, not all the artwork. I did a background for the artwork. It's absolutely amazing. I've probably done about, I guess, 4 components of the game. I mean, that's probably about what most people do. I'm not going to talk about what it actually is. When the game is officially out on itch.io, I'm going to upload a trailer to it, and then I'm going to do a gameplay video of it just to show you what it's like. And yeah, I'll show you the gameplay of it and stuff like that. It's actually very good. We've got new viewpoints discovered, that would be awesome as we go through this tunnel. But yeah, like I said, be excited. It's actually a very good looking game. It's a very great game. I believe it's going to be the best game of the year of my class, I believe, because the other ones that I tested out during Alpha, we had like an Alpha Con sort of thing, those were pretty honestly, because they have the functionality, but they don't have any art. Whilst we have the art and the functionality in our game, because our game is 2D, everyone else is 3D, because that's what most people do. But we decided to take on a challenge, and I've got a feeling because we did the challenge, we might win best game of the year. Because I know by because usually at graduation we get a game of the year sort of thing, and by mate who made Ancient Swarm. I've seen some people play Ancient Swarm on their YouTube channel, so it's just going, well, that's great, because my mate made that game, and that's actually very special, because yeah, I'm best mates with him. And it's just like, wow. And the fact that I might be getting Game of the Year this year, potentially, I've got a feeling we might, because I think we're the best working group and stuff like best team dynamic. We know exactly what we're doing, and we always agree with stuff and feel like that. I love my team. It's the same team almost that I've worked on, well, Jackpot Dungeons almost, except there's one different designer don't know if we are still going to keep making it in the future. I know if we're probably keep making this game in the future because I think we like this game a little bit more. I personally think the other game did. I like both of the games, regardless that we've made. But yeah, it's absolutely awesome that we did that so well. With because of course I couldn't work with anybody else but the same because I know how well we work together. I was going, alright, we'll definitely do that. Because I remembered that they almost didn't want me, but then I joined them and then I made the game look great. Like, I was like, well, yeah, if you didn't have me, the game wouldn't look as good. Simple as that. I'll probably work on. Nah, I don't even know what I was only interested in 2 different games. To make. But I was definitely interested in this game I was making. So can't wait to see what it turns out like. But no, they were going, looking in. But then suddenly, it was like, oh no, we'll just add me in it. And then, they're happy to have me. I've worked really well on this game. The first rendition of the thing I made was crap, but from there it just turned out great. It was always like our first try, and everything since the second try, and going up. We're happy with that. And yeah, it was definitely a challenge indeed to do a 3D to 2D game. But I've got a feeling, after I ask, probably some of the teachers, probably like one of the teachers that's been there for long, because I want to know if there's actually any 2D games that were like this, or always been 3D. Because I wanted 3D, so now I'm pleased joining a 2D game and he wants 3D. But that's the only hint it is. It's a 2D game, but I've done some 3D stuff too, which is very, very cool. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, back to the news. Starting with Street 717 is giving away his 2010 Corvette ZR1 or ZR1, depending where you're from. Obviously, he has that bright blue 2010 Corvette ZR1 that he's recently just wrapped, and we had a feeling that he's actually giving it away to us, which is a bit sad that he's giving it away. But then again, the wrap build hasn't been done yet, obviously, because he's just bought a Ford Raptor as well, by the way, 2020 Ford Raptor, and the C6 ZR1 build is pretty much done, so he's giving it out away to him. And if you want to enter, every $5 currently, I believe, is 2 entries to win that ZR1. So if you want to enter a very fast ZR1, it has 780 horsepower to the wheels, or 900 brake horsepower. So another viewpoint, cool. We've got another way station about on our track. I wonder if that's going to be implemented, like brake check, to go check brakes. Go 50, but yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. So he's actually bought a Ford Raptor as well, a black 2020 Ford Raptor. He finally bought one after saying that for years. He was been wanting a Ford Raptor. So now he's got that. He's giving away the ZR1. The C5 Corvette is over, the giveaway. The C7 ZR1 updates too he's given. That car is making 1,000 wheel horsepower. Holy crap. 1,000 wheel horsepower on E85. It's absolutely mental. Obviously that car's like, he said he's got about 10,000 hard miles on it. 8,500 of that is mostly hard racing, full power and stuff, like full throttle and stuff like that, which is absolutely crazy how reliable that car is. Because it's his full built late model racecraft car. Obviously he doesn't go Diablo Formula Racing or Race Pro Motorsports anymore. I think DFI is building the car. I think building cars as well as they could, because obviously Andy's onto his other things as well with his kid, and also he works on ZR1s. He also and Race Pro Motorsports is just too busy to have him bring the car there, which they would have done a great job building that car, because I know Dirty Max Jack, who has a C7 Z06, has taken that car to Alabama to a Race Pro Motorsports, and now I think it makes like 800 wheel horsepower, which is absolutely crazy, and it's also an automatic as well, which means it's going to be really fast. That'd be a good one to actually test against street speed Corvette. And also even too, maybe I wouldn't mind seeing a race against the oh, we need to go 45. Jesus Christ. Special guest on the video. Let's go. Oh, never mind. Yes, I still use a landline. I know not many do. Everyone that I know have used a landline. I hope that's not my PC build. I was off to give him a call a bit later. I was going to try to ring earlier. Probably my mum will get a text and go if I can give him a call. Like I said, I've made one change to what I actually was originally looking at. But yeah, anyway, that is street speed news. Next up, we're going to talk about Strandman and how, first of all, he sold a Ferrari 458 Spider, which is absolutely very sad about that, but it's mainly because he's wide-bodying the Aventador. He's wide-bodying the Aventador Roadster. That's what he bought instead, because I think there's not many people have a wide-body Aventador. Actually, I don't think anybody's got a wide-body Aventador on YouTube. So he's got a wide-body that car and have like a very loud exhaust, straight-piped exhaust, and obviously it's a Roadster. And he also did a he did a video, and then his Bugatti Veyron just turned back up to his Bugatti Veyron, which is now tungsten grey and tungsten silver. Yeah, tungsten grey and tungsten silver. Whatever it is.
Stay right.
And he's seen that car drive past. Obviously, about a few years ago. He knows that car very well, which is good. So now he's got that car now, and he likes that car a bit. But his favourite car is still the Lamborghini Aventador. Hence, he's got two. He's got the Coupe, which is twin turbo wing, and the Roadster. He's wide body. And the reason why he's wide body in the Roadster and not the Coupe is because that car is a rebuilt title.
Stay left.
What happened was last year the car got into a crash, and last night it was speeding and reckless driving, and he crashed into a police car. It crashed into a police car. I think it was a he anyway. It was a Pirelli Edition Roadster, and the reason why he got into that car is because it was the crash. So now he owns two Aventadors. But it looks brand new, but until you look very close, it's actually not. The panels are aligned and stuff like that. But it won't matter because he's actually one body with replacement fenders for it, and replacement body parts as well, so it won't really matter. So whilst if it was the Coupe, since it's in perfect condition, you wouldn't mind body that car. He's already got a body kit on that car anyway. He's got a 1016 Industries carbon body kit on it, like the wing, the side skirts. I believe he's got side skirts on it.
Stay
and also
left.
The hood, the bonnet, the front. Is also carbon fibre. So yeah, so that's very interesting to know that. And also he got that orange car. That orange car came back, and it cost him $21,000 to service it this time, compared to last year. Usually it cost him like $7,000 a year to service that car, but now it cost him like 20 grand because it had to fix the E-gear leak because it was leaking E-gear. It wasn't the clutch at all. Thank God for that, because that would have killed him. Then it was the E-gear pump. And also he had to get a new radiator, a new racing radiator installed, and just hoping that the car stops overheating. We just hope to God that's the case. Past the Denver International Airport, but yeah, very cool indeed to see that. Anyway, so that is Strandman news. Yeah. So we are going to talk about. So that is that. So the Veyron's back.
Stay left.
Costing him $34,000 to service it, which is not as bad as I thought. I was thinking, it wasn't Because I'm going to keep it and just drive it. Because the car's gone up in value. 136 miles to go. But yeah, that's that. So they also bought an LP560 Gallardo, and they're giving it away to somebody very special. I don't know who's getting it. Car. It's very special to them, and it's very special to the audience. So I can't wait to see who that is. And yeah, and that's that. Now I'm going to talk about having a little bit of a story before I've been driving the last 129 miles. I'm going to talk about what happened Wednesday night. So it was Wednesday night and I was watching some TV, because yes, I still watch TV because I watch a TV show on the block called The Block. And I watched an episode of a show called Houseos 2020, which I recommend watching Houseos if you're into that sort of dirty comedy, because it's got very rude stuff in it. I'm not going to say what it is because I could be quite kids watching it. If you're a kid, don't watch that show because that show is really rude. But it's basically about some jobless people called Houseos. I think it's like housing trust people. And they're just living in their house and living in their house and how they live. And there's stuff I'm not going to mention because I don't want to confuse YouTube things. So I was watching that, and suddenly I hear a loud thud. And then my mum was going, "What was that?" And then we looked out the window and we noticed my neighbour's tree branch has fell down. Now, it's not a very small tree. In fact, it's the biggest tree on my street. Like, seriously. It was the biggest, and it just fell down, and we just went, wow, what happened? And, long story short is, it was that close to hitting the neighbour's car. That's how crazy it was. Like, it was that lucky. They got so lucky that they had to get them a new car. That was so freaking close. They got lucky. Because I believe they were wanting to get rid of that tree very, very soon, so they started to get rid of it slowly but surely, but they can't get rid of it because it's a massive tree. So they got rid of the first branch as well, which is very, very cool. I'm doing 6.6 miles per gallon according to my screen here. Which is not very good at all. We're under double digits now, so yeah, it was that close, so we all ran out and had a look at it and we went, holy crap. And they were talking about it earlier that it was going to fall off, because it was a big massive, because we had a big massive thunderstorm this week. Big massive thunderstorm and big massive rainstorm.
Stay left.
A big massive rainstorm, where is this damn better get trucks for my exit. I don't know, right lane Mustang, so yeah, that's alright. We're 80 miles to go and we want to get called in, there you go. But yeah, it's cool in here. 10 miles an hour, Jesus
Rerouting.
Christ. Right, we'll go to that's not 10 miles an hour, it's 15 miles an hour. That's crazy. 5 miles an hour on scales. Let's go 5 miles per hour. Of course, every time we get to a new state, we have to do a freaking. Alright, let's go. 67,000 pounds. Let's get it. Anyway, but yeah, fucking butt set. So yeah, I was trying to say apologies to my neighbours if I laughed a little bit. Because I was just laughing, I couldn't hold in a laughter about it. Sorry for the lag, by the way. It's not lagging that much, so compared to what I last recorded, right? It's not too bad. Good thing I scrapped it when I did, because the footage is a lot better. So we're almost at Burlington. We've got an hour and 20 minutes to go. So we'll keep going. Like I said, I think I said in the last V2 it's actually very low rev truck living here. It does actually rev up high. The red top's like 2,000 RPM and it cuts out the sound a little bit. We're past 12,000 miles by the way. We're 2,100 miles in this truck, so see how we go. So yeah, whilst we'll talk about but But yeah, so it was a very crazy thing. I happened happened about 8:30 last night. So the video that I uploaded Wednesday, which was the obviously 2 review of the video centennial, was just live for like 2 hours.
Stay left.
It's absolutely crazy what happened. But look at the sunset though. But no, I'm going to be using the same photo that I took when I was doing the drive to that other place, Stirling. Anyway. So that is pretty much the news about what I talk about. So I'm just going to please talk about what happened Wednesday night. Because this week has been very crazy for me. Very hot weather. The fact that my game is going to be part of the industry showcase thing, invitation, is just something special. And yeah, just overall a very, very crazy week this week. Oh, we need to slow down to 55 because we've got a roadway side. We need to merge right, left, so do you have the truck in our mirror? Oh god. So if you heard that, I think someone just got home from work, so I'm going to go say hello to them. Once I've got the video. 50 miles to go, though, which is not too bad. So we'll get there in no time. So if you heard that, yeah, I think someone just got home from work. And I've got a feeling it's my mother. It's probably my mother, honestly. What time is it? Yeah, it's probably my mother. My mother just got home from work. So I'll say hello to her. It wasn't finished. 44 miles to go. So don't worry, I do love my parents. Don't worry about that. I like some people, yeah. I'm 20, I'm still living with my parents, but hey, I don't have a job. I don't have a job. You know, I don't get a job before I move out. And if it's a good pay, I'd be able to purchase my first house. Then again, Nick from AR12 Gaming lived with his parents for a very long time. He lived with his parents, I think, for what? Until he turned 23, I think, and then he moved out when he turned 23. Which, I'm surprised. I was watching some Deji and KSI. I thought KSI was older than he is now. And same with Deji. I thought Deji was a little bit older. Deji's only 23. Like, I thought he was like late 20s, early 30s. And he's still living with, but then again, he's living with his parents anyway, so fair enough. So he might be moving out from his parents' house very soon. He actually pranked his dad recently with live crabs. That was quite funny. He's scared of crabs. I don't know how he's scared of crabs. I want to hear the story about that, why he's scared of crabs. Because I'm not scared of crabs. I love eating crabs. Crabs are nice creatures. The only thing I'm scared of is spiders and stuff like that. He's scared of he hates spiders, he hates crabs. He's scared of crabs, he's also scared of snakes as well. And he got pranked. I think something to do with his love of his ex-girlfriend or something like that. And crabs. That bring back bad memories, that's why he's scared of crabs. But yeah, 16 miles to go. 15 miles to go. But yeah, I was watching that too. I can't believe, I thought Deji was older than that. He looks really old, Deji does. He doesn't, like he actually looks like he's in his 30s probably, but he's in his 20s.
Stay right, then exit right.
Okay, welcome to Burlington, welcome to our destination. But yeah, it's definitely very...
Exit right.
Very, yeah, funny. Yeah, I was watching that too, but yeah, no. But like I said, no, I still live at home, but... What's that, 222?
Turn left.
I don't know what that means. Yeah. Okay, very, very damn fast turn. That was way too quick. Oh, wrong gear. It's a bit 5 high. There we go. Oh. Just shift up to 5 high. There we go. We're 5 high now. But yeah, welcome to,
Go straight.
Burlington. I'm just going to go to the line now. It's about here forward. Okay, let's go ahead. The Centennial State, 6 out of 13. Alright, we're almost there. We'll just go ahead and turn right red because we can in American Truck Simulator. Oh, well, it's green light anyway.
Turn right.
Alright. I'm going to start using my engine brake more often, honestly. I actually,
Go straight.
I was watching a video from like ages ago, and the actual truck driver got so angry at the radio presenters. I know that's right earlier, so I can't go that way. I have to go straight. Oh. But no. But I was watching a video on YouTube, like an Australian truck, I think, crossing Nullarbor or something like that. And he got so angry at the presenter praising him for being like the transport minister or something like that, going, "Oh, we're getting lots of complaints about you using your engine brake." And then he did it. He just went ahead and pressed that and say, "Yeah, I have to use that often and all that stuff." Like he does in residential areas and stuff like that, which is something you don't do if you're a truck driver.
Turn left.
Do not just use your do not use your engine brakes. Okay, I've got a red light between the train trucks and use the train. Alright, so we'll go ahead and park it here. Welcome to the destination. But yeah, it's like I was like, "Oh, listen to this," and then it started picking the ear out, and then it just put it down and said, "No, I have to use it." And he got so angry at the radio presenter, it was so funny. His actual reaction, it was swearing at him, swearing at him constantly, because that's what truck drivers do, swear a lot, probably. Yeah, but yeah, it was so funny. It was like in WA and stuff like that. Anyway. Oh, yeah, it's definitely not like that. Anyway, we're pulling into the place now. We'll go ahead and park up the trailer now. And yeah, and that was it. Hopefully you did enjoy that drive through Colorado. Obviously, like I said, the picture was on 12 below, but I did the first drive. It's a different trailer load, as you saw, because that was the first speed.
This is where it ends.
This is where it ends. That's exactly right. Look at this place, dude. Anyway, welcome to the end of the trip. So let's go ahead and pull into that just like so. And yeah, we'll turn off the engine, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up the video. Oh, for fuck's sakes. It's because it was still rolling when it was lagging. There we go. Decouple the trailer, then we'll wrap it up from there. I hope you did enjoy this episode of American Truck Simulator. Checking out the start of Colorado. I mean, obviously, the pros, it's beautiful. Lots of towns, 13 new towns, and obviously more mileage to cover of the game. The cons of the main con is the fact that the entrance is not that exciting. Anyway, that was a look at Colorado. I hope you did enjoy that video. If you did, make sure you leave a like down below. If it's something for the first time, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I upload videos every single day. Take care, have a good one. Bye bye.